So share screen. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. What's up? What's up, Bean? Miss? Oh yeah, she's popping. Fine woman right there. What's up, y'all? Let's get the locks up. Shout out to everybody. Okay. All right. I don't know what the comments are doing. What's up? Yes, exactly. What's up? Like Mindy Kaling, I guess. I guess. What's up, Rebel? I don't know why people are commenting that's not showing appreciation. Let me up, huh? Who's that? Who's this? What's up, kitty? All right, I have a cat up here. Hello? No snap, hold on. Hello? Are you there? Oh, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Um,
Um, you're from Okay, cat got your tongue. Let's see. What's up, Mound? This ain't no native Indian woman. Okay. What's up, Mound Hunter? Are you there? All right. Lies on lies. Man, y'all don't even call yourselves Indians. No, Mike. What's up, CR? Majority don't look like that. It's not about well what a majority looks like. If we all look different, correct?
Yo, bro, you're a coon. You're a coon. You're a coon.
Watch your mouth on my panel here. Watch your mouth.
Yo, you're worse than Mick.
Watch your mouth. So
You're a
what do you have to
coon.
say? Be intellectual, sir. Or get off my panel. Pick one. Be intellectual. Or get off my panel.
Shut your bitch ass up, you cool ass nigger. Nigger, 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 nigger.
Yeah. This is all you have to resort to because you had nothing to better do with your life. Man, what a failure. Are your parents proud? Would your parents be proud of you? If they are, they should have never gave birth to you. Shit, they should have never gave. What's up, Mal? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Hey, what's up, man? Good. It's good to hear your voice. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Hmm.
10th generation Texan.
Okay.
I'm 64 years old. Excuse me.
You said 10th generation Texan, 61 years old. Just repeating back to what you said.
10th generation Texan, 64 years old
64. Okay. Thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
and black, black
Nice,
and digital,
nice,
black and digital.
nice.
No,
Amazing.
it's really, I don't know what to think sometimes when I have time to switch on live just to hear some conversation, right?
Hmm.
And I hear all these haters come on and say these terrible things.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the hell's wrong with folks.
They're either paid opposition, honestly, they get paid to do it. I hope they're getting paid a lot if they are getting paid. Or they just, yeah, they're because there's foreign countries that pay people to troll us with Americans for political conversation. So, and then on top of that, folks are just haters. Folks just wake up and find things they hate. So,
Yeah, but it's funny because it's so childish. They say the N word, or or I hear some of these Africans they come across as Africans, call us slave babies, and just a whole bunch of stuff like that. I'm thinking it's got to be something. It's something else going on, like you say. They must be getting paid. They have to benefit from doing it. I don't think you're just naturally going to be that just ugly. I don't, unless I'm just too naive. But I've heard some terrible things coming from people, and seemingly for no reason.
yeah, the internet, people can wake up and become whoever they want to on the internet. So, people can wake up to the internet. They're protected by their phones.
Yeah.
They're protected by a screen. Like, because most folks do not care, even if they do, like, find out about you. They don't care to pull up on you. Like, you know?
Well, this is the thing. I'm semi-retired now. My degree was in biomedical electronics from a long way back, right? So, and then I went to some other things, and I worked in IT. And these people think they get these little avatars or whatever, and they can't be traced. You could be traced so easily for the people that know how to do that. There, I just don't. It just blows me away. Some of these people say some of these things like they're anonymous, but you're really never anonymous.
Exactly.
And this is the thing: the government is always watching, either with live people or with algorithms.
Yep.
It's never all these apps are all monitored, all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what these people think they're gaining from coming on here. I know another thing too is that I think I read somewhere that for people that want to become citizens of the U.S.,
Hmm.
that their social media profiles are going to be examined too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's just something. Yeah, because they don't want any foreign actors, people with a history of saying anti-American things to be citizens.
Exactly.
So, say somebody want to pick my brain. They can ask me anything they want. What's that love dude or something like that? Oh shit, that's kind of weird. But yeah, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, if they want to come up, they can. So someone named Love being not showing much love, how ironic. Right?
He just said would love to pick your brain. I don't know what he meant, but
Oh, I don't know who. Okay. Oh, Love. Oh, what's up, Love? What's up, man?
Hi, I'm LV the engineer.
Oh yeah, LV. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is in Tut, so a lot of people kind of like, what the hell is that? So I like it's like a really good beginning conversation about Tut. I'm an electrical computer engineer.
before you ask your question,
Yeah, so I'm an electrical computer engineer, and since you said like you was biomedical electrical engineer or biomedical what?
biomedical electronics. But I have a question for you first.
Oh yeah.
Where are your grandparents from?
My grandparents, which set? So I have, so my dad's dad's side of the family, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois area. My dad's mom's side of the family, Georgia, Alabama, mostly Florida, 'cause I think they all moved to Florida for some reason. I have no idea why. And then my mom's side of the family, both my mom's dad and mom are mostly from Louisiana. And when you go up to the grandparents, I think one set is actually from maybe Mississippi, Georgia area, and the other is still Louisiana area.
And my three of my grandparents are from Baltimore. One's from Tennessee.
Mine is very simple, man.
Hold on, LV, your background is loud. Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, OG. Are you there? Mount? Yeah, Mount, you go ahead.
Me or him?
Yeah, were you saying? Yeah, Mount, you go ahead.
I would just, I usually ask people when they come online a little bit about where they're from because I think your lineage has a lot to do with a lot of people's question pattern. So that's why I usually ask. But I was just going to say, my lineage is very easy. Both sets of my parents and both sets of my grandparents were all Texans, and we go back 10 generations both sides in Texas. So.
Oh, nice.
That's all documented. But OG can ask me like anything. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your career like as a biomedical electrical engineer?
And it wasn't lecture. It was about. It was actually. It was more. It was back in the '80s before things started popping off.
What's
So it
up,
was a
Tim?
computer science degree. I started out. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I went to a junior college first here in Texas, a little college called Glenn Junior College, and then I transferred to Texas in Austin, a UT, and it was more of a general computer science course, and I sort of tailored it toward the biomedical engineering part. But it was basically just computer science. Got lots of
Okay, and I'm actually from Texas too. Like I graduated from with a bachelor's degree in electrical and computer engineering from Texas Southern University, and from there I kind of moved around a little bit.
Well, you probably heard of Glenn Junior College, correct?
Maybe not Blend, not yet. Where in Texas is it?
It was in College Station, in that general area. Put it that way. It was just a little junior college, and we used to go to TSU to for parties and stuff because Glenn was sort of
Like
like
the live, yeah. Peace, Josh. You what? But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, Glenn was like Caucasian school, so we really didn't. It was people of color there, but it wasn't really a whole bunch. But TSU was loaded, right? It was a HBCU.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I've heard. I've been so there were colleges in College Station that we would go visit and stuff. I can't remember the name of them. But they would just say, "Oh, there's a college in College Station. We would go to their party or something like that." That was about it.
It was a small junior college. Like I say, it was just right out of high school. Really didn't know what I wanted to do. I played football, so Glenn was going to let me play football there and get my education free. So why not, right?
Right, get your education while getting paid for. Yeah.
Yeah. Not going to have enough family to pay for it.
All right. So, do any women want to come up? Uh,
Yeah.
is there any women request up? Uh,
Yeah, but it was like I say, when I transferred from Glenn to Texas, my initial degree that I was going to go into was law. I'm a little country boy, right? So law, you watch these programs on TV about law, and I ran to a friend that I made a friend there that was in computer science, and I seemed to be attracted to that more.
Yeah, electrical engineering is very close to computer engineering too. I mean, to like computer science and stuff too.
And then I tailored it to biomedical. My last, I guess, semester or whatever, biomedical electronics, because it was this company here in Houston, and this is going to sound weird, but they made medical devices, and you're not going to believe this, but it's a thing that you would put on your. I know this will sound terrible, right? Put on your penis to measure.
got it. Yeah. Your private area.
Excuse me.
Yes. Yeah, you got to watch the language.
Okay. Well, I just won't say that, but they were paying a whole bunch, and I needed a job, so I went to Star Where it was my first job ever. Other than grocery store clerk and and construction worker. This was my first real, what I call real employment.
So, did you have any issues with? So, like, I actually stayed.
I'm not gonna lie. We got to cut. Just now, yeah, I want to stay on topic.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, I can't follow you, but I did like save it to myself so I can follow you another time so we can definitely have a conversation. I would love to pick your brain some up.
I'll get to my phone. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in and
All
start.
right. Yeah, like the live, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Yeah, American. Y'all see the title, American Indian women are the best. I mean, I don't really care if you don't agree. But yeah, our American women are the best. Go cry to your mama if you don't agree, honestly. But yeah, I just wanted to show love to the women and things like that. There's people, like you said, there's people that's gonna come in and do their BS, but I don't care. A chill live topic. Don't really feel like hearing people yelling and screaming. So yeah, don't care if you don't think I'm an American Indian. Go find a life. Uh, yeah, go find a life. Indians are from India. How can Indians be from India when India wasn't called that till 1947? Yeah, wondering is that it wasn't called that till 1947.
Yeah,
Show me a map of India being called India in the 14, 1500s.
I think it was called Hindustan, correct?
Hindustan or Bharata. Yep, Hindustan or Bharata.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That whole thing. And I don't know how anybody that, just being sincere cannot agree with we have the most incredible women on the planet, Black American women, Black Indigenous Indian. Nothing compared. I was just watching the championships. You probably didn't see them. I don't know. They didn't really have a whole bunch of coverage. And our Black American Indigenous women were spectacular.
Hindustan does not mean, and show me a map that says Indistan. Show me a map. I don't care about what you got to say in 2025. Show me a map of it being called that before 1492. Show me a map.
So, David, are we talking about certain regions, or we just
I'm talking about.
as a
He
whole?
said Indian. He said certain regions.
Yeah, I'm talking about American Indians. I ain't talking about what they talking about. I'm talking about
Oh,
American.
yeah.
Like, which one? Like, are we
You know,
talking about
I'm
all
from
of
the
them?
I mean, sure, I guess if they come in, but I'm from the mainland, so my bias is towards the mainland women. So
I had to admit, I like my southern women. They got a little bit meat. They got a little bit more meat on them.
for sure, for sure.
Hey, what's going?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm from the mainland, so all our women from the mainland is great. Um, it's yeah, because that's the ones I can relate to the most. Like y'all, they're from here. They grew up with us and all types of stuff. That's all I know. All I know is America. So, all right, who's all right? We got Kaya up here. Kaya, Kaya, you there? Kaya,
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Kaya, you there? What you doing, Kaya?
I couldn't hear. My phone's tweaking.
What you doing, Kaya? What you got to say, Kaya?
Yeah, the word Hindustan is actually derived from the ethnic group called Hindi, and
Okay,
and Hindi is short for Hindi. That's where that
all
word
right.
comes from.
No, it's not. They don't even like being called Hindus.
That's why Columbus thought he was an
We're
Indian.
not.
That's why
No,
he thought
no,
he
no,
was
no, no.
Indian.
He thought.
That's why
No,
he thought
no,
he
no,
was
no, no.
Indian.
He thought. Can you show me a map? Show me a map of it being
He,
called that.
yeah, that's what
India.
I didn't say Hindustan was called India back then. I said the word Hindustan is derived from the word Indi, which means
No, it's not because Indy is supposedly a Greek word. No,
nah.
it's
Indi
not.
is the name of their ethnic group.
No, it's not.
It's short
Hindi.
for
Uh,
Hindi. If you take out the
oh my
H, you
God.
get like Hindi.
Dude, you
If you
just,
take
you
out the
just,
H in
you
Hindi,
just yapping right now. You just
it's
yapping.
facts. If you ask an Indian
Hindu,
person, they'll tell you exactly
Hindu.
that.
No, I've talked to people from India. They don't like being called that.
They
So
call themselves Hindi a lot.
no, they don't.
They
They
do. They
they they
proudly call
refer to
themselves
the
Hindi.
country as Baraka.
No, they
Baraka.
don't.
And
They
they didn't
don't.
even call Hindu is Persian. It's a
No, it's
Persian
not,
name.
bro.
I'm
That's
literally
literally
look.
their
Hindu
ethnic
is
group,
literally
bro.
Persian.
They literally proudly
Hold
call
on,
their
sir,
language
sir,
Hindu.
sir.
They say they are Hindu people.
Nah, sir.
That's
Nah,
literally what they
nah.
say.
I got an etymology
They
dictionary
say they are
right
Hindu or
now.
Hindi.
No, I got a. Don't lie to me, yo.
I'm not. I grew up around
I got
Hindus,
a, I
bro.
got a, I got a, I got an etymology
They
dictionary right
proudly call
here.
themselves Hindu.
Nah. Hindu, blah blah blah. It's 1660s. No, nobody was referred to as a Hindu until 1660.
They called themselves Hindus before even it was called Hindustan. They call themselves Hindi. They call
No, they
themselves
didn't.
Hindi. That's
Show
what they
me a
call it,
map. Show
Hindi.
me a map,
Hindi
yo.
and Hindu are the same word.
Show me a map. Show me a map.
I don't gotta show you the map, bro. It's
Show it.
facts.
Yeah, that's what you do. Show me a map of it
It's
being called
facts.
that in
It's real
1492.
history, bro.
Man, just show. Why can't you show me then? Just show
The
me.
ethnic group is called Hindi.
Show me. Show
The
me of
country
a
is called
map.
Hindustan.
And
That's
so
what's called
you already
Hindustan.
admit it wasn't
The
even
word
called
Hindu
India
comes from the
doing
word
that.
Hindi. It's common sense, bro.
No, it don't. Why is
It
it
is.
found?
It
Why is it
is.
found in Ojibwe? Hmm?
In
Why is
what?
it found? Why is it found in Ojibwe?
What is that?
Why is Indian found in Ojibwe? Christopher Columbus never reached the Great Lakes. He never reached the Great Lakes. So how did the Spanish give the Algonquin the word Indian?
Are you talking about Minnesota?
The Great Lakes. Where do you think the Great Lakes are?
Yeah, I mean the word Indian was used by all Europeans because of Columbus.
When
They
did?
thought this
When
land was
did?
India.
Why? How did it get to what European gave the Ojibwe that word?
I don't know what European, but it was some European.
No, it wasn't.
'Cause
It
all the
wasn't a
Europeans, I know
European.
they got the word Indian from Columbus. That's where they all
They
got it
didn't get. The Ojibwe did not get Indian because why does not have the same meaning? If Hindu means India or river in Sanskrit, why does it mean what the spirit sees me as in Ojibwe?
It
It
doesn't.
has two different
The word,
meanings.
the word,
Yes,
the
it
word
does. Yes,
Indian
it does.
doesn't exist in any native language.
Is in Ojibwe, and it means something totally different
That's
than
probably a
the
different word. Then.
definition. Yeah, it's
It
not a
might be
different
spelled the
word,
same,
dude.
but it's probably a different word.
It's a different word.
Because there's a lot of
It's the
words that
same
look the
word
same
with a
that are
different
different.
meaning, dude. It's the same word with a different meaning. It's pronounced the same way. So
Okay, yeah, it's
how
probably the
did the
same word, but it has a
Ojibwe,
different
how
meaning.
did the
Exactly.
Ojibwe who never met Columbus have a word the same way? Have a word this. This is
Straight up
why.
telling they're
This
not
is
Indian.
why.
That's why the name
This is
Indian is
yeah.
wrong.
You
That's
not.
why calling Native American
This is why
Indian
I
is
asked you.
wrong.
Why I asked you. This is why I asked you. Why I asked you. What did Columbus
Wrong.
say verbatim about how he described the Indians? What did he say?
Calling a Native American an Indian is totally wrong.
Did he say
Because this is
Indian?
not
Did
India,
he
bro.
say? I'm asking you a question. Did he say Indian? Yes or no? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He called
What
them
is the
Indians.
direct? What is the
He called the
direct?
Tainos
What?
Indians. That's
What
literally
did
what he
he?
called.
What did he say verbatim? I keep asking you this. What did he say
He literally called
verbatim?
them Indians, bro.
He said
He
Los.
called them
All right,
Indians.
I'm gonna say it for you. Los hentai indios. Say it for you. Los hentai indios. Los hentai indios, which means the
Indio
people.
means Indian
Dude,
in
shut up.
Spanish.
Shut up, dude. Los hentai indios.
Ignorant ass coon, bro.
You're like, I don't care, dude. Los hentai indios is the translation. Los hentai indios means the people with God. That is what Christopher Columbus said. The hell? That's what y'all don't know nothing, apparently. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all bring up arguments y'all don't even know about. Because if you knew what Columbus was talking about, you would have told me what he said directly about the people in that area. And he described them as Los hentai indios, meaning the people that are with God or of God. Hello? Hello? Right, it's 2025. Right, it's 2025.
Tell you what, I have a little something I want to add. If you
Uh-huh.
would, that picture in your background of that gorgeous, beautiful Black Indigenous woman, they have Black American coloring books for
Mm-hmm.
little boys that have a very similar picture on the cover, and it has a whole bunch of places where they can color in. You know, they can add color in. And I sent a few to my nieces, and they loved them. Just if you
Nice.
want to build up, the positive image of our folks, I think that's you got to start very young. So
Yeah, for
and
sure.
those books on Amazon and TikTok, just Black American Indigenous, and you see them. It has a whole bunch of places, and they loved them. Just our folks, I think that's TikTok, just Black American.
Yeah, I've been meaning to.
But I
Awesome.
agree with 100% though. that it wasn't known as Indian at that time. It was Hindustan. So
Yep.
yeah. Well, and the thing is that what gets me is that and I have to agree there has to be an underlying reason, but I always hear people telling us who we are,
Hmm.
and I don't understand on one level is why they believe that they can tell us that. I'll tell you what, I want to add this. I think one of the reasons that they do that is probably our fault.
Hmm.
We've identified some of us identified ourselves as African American, so they
Yep.
feel like our parents or something, and we're some wayward children, and they need to come correct us. I guess
Yeah.
that's why I think we need to get away from that.
The history has given people a superiority complex that they don't need, honestly, that they don't need. It gave certain people like, oh, you tell people, oh, certain people came from you. You sold these people that came from your people, and you gave them away, sold them away, to blah blah blah. Then now, yeah, they think they're your parents or something, like you said. Oh yeah, we
Well,
have this authority over you because you came from us.
yeah, well, that's what they believe, which is kind of ironic because when they supposedly sold us, they gave up all rights to us, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
according to them, they said they don't know what happened after. So
they didn't care for what 400 years of of enslavement and horror. They never came over and tried to help us out, right? And now after enslavement and Jim Crow and all the horrible things, now in the last 35 years they want to come over and be a part of everything, right? It's kind
mhm.
of like, and another thing too, they think they entitled,
Yep,
which kind of blows me away. But like a lot of it, I think we need to stop calling ourselves African American. I think
right,
in my opinion, we need to get away from that.
for sure. And not we still have to gatekeep it too. So people won't try to latch on to the history because African American, even though we don't like it really, I don't like it personally either. It still attaches us when they refer to African Americans, still refers to our people. So in history,
Absolutely. Well,
yeah,
now many of them are coming over here first generations and saying that they're African Americans and Black Americans.
nope, and they can't say that either. Nope, neither one.
Hey, when I was in college, universities, that's exactly what they do. In my employment, that's exactly what they do.
Hmm.
They claim Black American, they claim African American. They say, "Well, we're from Africa, and now we're American, so we're African American."
Yep, and that's why folks I get out to these colleges. That's why I'm about to get back on these college campuses talking to people because that's where the conversation starts. That's where movements start and gain momentum at is in college campuses. So
Yeah, yeah,
on
I
college
agree.
campuses.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and I hear when college. I think there's a lot that, for instance, I hear just listening to people that, and I don't know how much validity this has, how accurate it is, but it seems like a lot of the younger generations. I'm gonna say everybody under 30, right? Because I'm 64, right? That they a lot of them think that we agree with a lot of the African American. Yeah, I guess maybe some of us do,
Hmm.
but we came along during a different time. The When I was a kid, up in the 70s, we wore afros and we did the dashiki. It was a flex. I'm gonna use today's terms to say that you were African, you're African American. That was like the thing to
Right.
say. And we pushed, for the Nelson Mandela in South Africa to be free. We pushed our government to defund the Kugaran, which they used to prop up the South African white government, right? The YT government.
Yep.
We were we were instrumental in that. We pushed for feeding, as we always have, sending food to the continent of Africa. We did that all the time, food drives and stuff like that. So, and also part of the Civil Rights Act in 1964-65, it was to enable more of them to come over. But our idea was that they were going to come over, get an education in mathematics and engineering and civil engineering and and all that different things, and then take it back to their country and develop it. Right? That was our understanding, but that doesn't happen.
Right.
I was reading this article where they said 85% of the Africans that come over to this country never move back.
Mm.
85%. And
Wow.
within the 15% that do, almost 95% of those move back because of some violation. They break the
Wow.
law. So it's, they'll say that they go back and visit, but every African that I went to the university with, college with, are still here.
Hmm.
You know, so and that wasn't the plan. The plan was, hey, you go and you help your people basically, and you build up your country, and that's the last thing that they do. And what another thing that I think happened too is that I think our government got hip to them, and they start only bringing people over that pushed a certain ideology, right? And they've been using them as a buffer because some of the biggest opposition issues I've had
What's up there?
on the job. It
Hmm.
wasn't the own folks. It was either the Hispanic coalition, didn't work with a whole bunch of Hispanics in engineering, some though, but the Africans, and and they would come in and they would play the game as if they were us with
Right.
at all.
Like the live, y'all.
Yeah.
It's froze on YouTube.
They were more they were more for the white power structure um and than for us. They were very submissive
Hmm.
to the white power.
I
And
stay in there.
yeah, it kind of took a while to catch on to that because you see somebody with similar skin color and you think that there would be some natural alliance, but it isn't.
Right.
A lot of them. I would say of probably about 95% of the ones that I met, there was no allegiance or no alliance, and you had to be careful what you said around them. I know that's sad to say, and maybe my experience is skewed, but my anecdotal experience is real to me.
Right. For
And I
sure.
would want them to prove me wrong, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but
What's
that's
up?
been my.
Color respond, race respond. What's up, dude? Hey, native left. You should say what's up. What's up, Universal? Uh, let's see if the live picks up at all. Like the live, like it, share the live, y'all. Like it, share the live. Share the live. I don't even know how many shares we even have. Let me check. Get the shares up.
So you mentioned that you give lectures or something?
Well, I'm gonna be speaking at Southwest Community College in like 2 weeks. So
Southwest, and that's where? Is that
LA,
in?
LA,
Oh, okay, that's right. A different state. I'm sorry.
LA, Cali, LA. Which I'm gonna be there. Thank you, Lavender. Thank y'all for the gifts. Yeah, like, share the live, gift the panel, gift people that are on that's speaking. Yeah, just show interaction with the live. So TikTok can know it's an active live stream. Like I said, keeping it chill, having a chill topic. People agree, they don't. They disagree, they don't. Because a lot of people are scared to come up here anymore. It's not. It's no fun, right, anymore. Because people are scared to come up nowadays for whatever reason.
Go to what though?
Yeah, because they can't run amok on my panel. They'd rather be on lives where they can yell and cuss at each other all day. Nah, not here. You can't cuss. Uh, watch your mouth. Learn how to use the form. Stay on mute. You know,
Yeah.
be big boys and big girls.
Yeah, personally, I prefer that. I when I go to a panel and I hear, I just tune it out and just move on when I hear a whole bunch of some of the ugliness of it because it doesn't serve any purpose.
Yeah,
And
same. I
and
will.
it's
Yeah,
fun.
I will check out of the live. Man, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that I think that it's sad because I think TikTok pushes those lives like that.
Yep, they do.
The most negative and you know are the ones that they put out there. The more I don't know if it brings in more revenue or what. So
Probably.
some
Yeah, people like controversy, so controversy sells. If you're, it was like a full panel of people fussing and cussing. It'd be hundreds of people. It'd be 10 times as many people in here. It'd be 10 times as many.
well, it usually takes a little bit, correct?
Sometimes, sometimes it'd be a lot of people in here, like out the gate. Sometimes it has to build up. Like how long I've been live? Maybe like it's been 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes. So there's probably people.
Hmm. Well, you think maybe you think it's the topic or it's just that
I don't
not
know.
that
It
I
depends. TikTok push choose picks and chooses when they want to push my lives. Or sometimes they pick and choose. Well, she's beautiful though. What did that person say? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Tap it up. Tap it up. What's up, Ron? What's up? Yeah, tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. Keep tapping. Request up if you want to. Yeah, let's get. Thank you. 30K likes. Let's get up to 30K. Liking the live, gifting the panel, commenting, helps the live grow. So, and usually the beginning of the live is filled with trolls that or stay in the comments until I ignore them to boredom, I guess.
right.
Like they're going to be in the live. I'm gonna ignore them after. Like, they're going to say whatever they say and whatever. I'm gonna care
Not
less after I get off here.
not to be too nosy, but when you were in college, what did you study?
It's computer science, and I changed to business administration.
Oh, okay, it's like you too. Okay, wow. It was the other guy, the ONG guy, was the same way.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm using software engineering to code an app, so a social media app to be away from energies like this all the time.
You know, I studied all that. I kind of went into the hardware area for the last, I would say, 6, 8 years of my employment. I worked in robotics.
Oh, nice.
I was going to tell this other guy that Amazon, believe it or not, they have this Amazon Robotic University. That's what they call it. And because they have a whole bunch of their facilities, they call the Gen 11 and Gen 12 facilities, which is run pretty much totally on like robotics. And they're looking for tons of robotic, especially, in some of these places in Texas. They're looking for robotics engineers, software engineers, programmers, and stuff like that. So, and that's what I did for my last 5, 6 years of employment, um, working for Amazon Robotics because they paid very well because it wasn't a big pool of people that with that particular skill set out there. So you could pretty much write your ticket. I want to tell that other fellow that too, and it was so easy, man. The thing is that, and I pretty much like that area of robotics because most engineers they work them like pack mules. So, but the way things are set up at robotic systems and Amazon Robotics is that they pay you premium for doing what I would be considered a minimum is more monitoring and adjusting software for their robots and fixing errors or whatever, which is child's play.
hmm
Great
I'm
job, man.
trying to get my children in robotics. What's up, Ab?
Yeah, I would recommend that. My last little trip, I met a young lady that just had graduated from, oh God, I can't remember what college she was graduated from. But she had graduated and well, matter of fact, they had hired her when she was in her last semester. So trip. So and that's how valuable somebody with direct robotic skills are. Young lady graduated and well, matter of fact, that's how valuable somebody with direct robotic.
Wow, for sure. American Indian women are the best. That's the topic. Like the live, y'all. Keep liking the live. Let's get to 30K.
They say something like,
Let's see. Let me invite people. Let me invite people. I'm about to invite people. Yeah, folks talk about they're tired of fussing with Africans, but they can't stay out of lives fussing with Africans. So when it's actually we actually chilling, nobody wants to speak. So everybody would be on the panel living.
well, I guess there's no argument over American Indian women being the best.
Unless foreigners come in. But
I guess it's just something that everybody accepts.
me, trap house, drones, like yeah, invite people.
What do you mean by 4-H?
4-H. I don't know. I don't know. You was talking to Lavender. I see it.
Oh.
Thank you. He's talking to somebody.
Tell you what, I got a question.
Uh,
Do you consider
uh,
consider the Caribbean women to be, and that they are, it is North America, right? They would be considered American um, Indian women too, or not?
I mean, if they want to be, the Caribbeans got to decide what they want to be. The Caribbeans got to decide what they want to be. Got to decide what they want to be first. But if they claim to be American Indian, I'm not going to fight it. But we got different cultures, different histories as well. So no other race claimed her. They will. That's an African woman. Somebody said that's an African woman, I think earlier. Like, no, that's literally an African. Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very unique phenotype, and I would say it's unique in my opinion to the Americas, to the United States.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, I agree. It's yeah, it's unique. They're gonna say, oh, it's because you're mixed with African, European, and Native American, blah blah blah. That's why you look like that. But no.
You know, another thing that I was reading up on, that um, that H1, what is that? H1BA, is that it? The DNA type, the haplogroup type, H1B1A. That's right. That 65% of Black Americans are H1B1A, and
H1
that's
or
the.
E1?
Huh?
E1 or H1? I think you mean E1, B1A.
I think you're right.
Yeah, E1, B1A, that haplogroup. They said that haplogroup goes back to the Middle East and
Ancient Egypt,
North
right?
Africa. Yeah, it's like the recent S&Ps. If we go off the S&P, then yes, the modern version of it, but its ancestor on the S&P, the ancestral goes back to Europe.
Hmm.
The E1B1A, yeah, it goes back to Europe. The ancestor of E1B1, the oldest remnant of that.
You know something? Another thing that, well, that's kind of interesting. But I hear that only 65% of Black Americans are E1B1A, and you're right. And you notice as you get older, you start losing E1, H1. Right, it was E1, not H1. But they say
Yeah,
only 65% of Black Americans actually are E1B1A.
yeah, and it's If it to go off the S&P, it's a Royal Ancient European line, and that makes sense. But they're going to say, "Oh, you're 20% European," and we a lot of us descend from European royalty.
Well, Europe, well, the whole world was actually a black
Yep,
place.
yep,
So it's it's just funny because people say when you hear European and even in this country for a long time, um, if you were of statue and you came from Europe, no matter whether you black or white, they would consider you white,
yeah,
dark, and because there were plantation owners that were black, but they saw white as a status.
yeah. Well, yep. They say, "Well, saw white tea as a status." Yep.
Yeah, and so it was black people that owned slaves. They owned lots of European slaves came over, and that's all documented. But they were considered to be white until they had to write a law put on the books that that white people could not be slaves anymore.
Yeah, white tea. Yeah, white tea. Yep.
Which I found interesting. Another thing I found interesting, another thing that I read too. You can see as you get older, you get a lot of time to read, right? Is that that our racial group that DNA, put it this way, you get 50% of your DNA from each of your parents, right? You
Yep.
get 50% of you from your mom and your dad. And then the next level, you get 25% from each of your grandparents, right? 25%
Yep.
in your grandma on one side and a percent. You only get 3% great grandparents.
Yep.
That's 5 generations. So the thing is that how on earth can you say that with any validity that when you can go back 5 generations and only change 3%, and we've been here over 500 years. So they're using the DNA comparison from present day Africans, not the Africans that were there 500 years ago because they didn't have that time.
Yeah, there's no such thing. There'll be no and such thing as ancient West African DNA either.
Exactly. So how can they say that we're from there when it's only after 5 generations we only get 3% from? So that means that in 8 generations we get less than 0.002%. It's insane how, and yet they will tell you, do you do that? That's going to tell you where you're from. That is the biggest fraud I think I ever saw.
Yeah.
Even the tests say it's for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
We can tell you who your dad is or who he isn't, and grandparents to a degree. But past the fifth generation, it's only statistics and all other things that they use, variables and stuff like that, to give an idea. It is nowhere near as accurate as people make it seem.
It's not very reality for sure.
And the only way you can learn lineage is through a genealogy.
Yeah, exactly.
The DNA is a pseudoscience in that.
Yeah. Yep. Forensic anthropologists are making claims against DNA tests and DNA companies.
Yeah, it doesn't show race because race is a social construct, right? In most cases,
Yep.
it shows ethnicity. So they just use these people over here at these people are here now, so maybe they were here back then, and this is all these different numbers come together, and it's based on a science that's really been proven. But yet people take it as law, basically, as canon. That's a long way.
Yep.
Just wanted to say
Oh,
that.
welcome back, Native. Oh man, I guess I might have to change the topic. Blah blah blah. I don't really care to do so, but